Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today we have got the Peugeot 108, the silver one, the manual, not the auto, the black one that I've got. This is the manual. I've got all the parts now back from the paint shop. So we can basically just put it all back together, put all the front end on and just get it ready for its MOT, because that's all it needs after this is a good MOT with no advisories. But we've got to do a lot of work on this. I think we've got to put a bracket still on that side as well. This side, that side. But yeah, we'll have a quick walk around it and then we're going to get cracking. So let's do this. So yes, I've got all the parts now back from the paint shop. We've got to put the bumper pieces back together, which shouldn't take that long. But we can finally get back on this car. It keeps, when a customer brings a car to me, my cars seem to be pushed to one side because they're just my cars. Do you know what I mean? I try and help people and get their cars repaired in front of my ones, because you know, my ones can be repaired whenever they can be, and it's just nice to help people out and get repairs done on other people's cars, especially you guys, my followers. Loads of people have been coming to me. You know, there's been following me from the very beginning. Loads of people have been coming to me and saying, look, you know, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you help me out? Can you do this? Can you do this clutch? Can you know what I mean? So we're finally back on this car. It's been a while. It has been a while. But yeah, I can't remember how we left this one, but this fuse box had been put back in, and so that's done. I think that sits like that. I'm not sure. That looks a bit tight to me, that wire. I might have to have a little play around with that. Yeah, I might pop that back out. Looks a bit tight. Sorry guys, I'm sort of doing it as I'm talking to you guys. I'm looking at things going, no, I need to do that. That's better. I just don't like the way I'm stretching that. But yeah, we've got to put a bracket here, get that connected, and then the wing can go back on. And then we'll just sort of basically just build up the front end, get all the bits and pieces done. We've done the timing belt, we've done the full service. So now it's time to put all the panels back on. So let's get set up. Let's get cracking, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I just want to quickly cut in and explain what I found and what is going on, because it's not been straightforward, and it never is really when it comes to lining up. When you've removed bonnets and you've had a bit of a hit on the front and you've changed hinges, which I have on this one, changed both hinges, it's always a pain to line up the gaps and get them where you want it to be. Now, I've put the bonnet on and I've connected up the latch that's on the bonnet underneath, and that is central. There isn't any movement really on that latch. There's a tiny bit amount, but not really enough to sort of worry about. So I know that's in the correct position, and I'm trying to sort of juggle things around. I've connected the hinges up to the bonnet underneath, because again, underneath there isn't really a lot of movement on the actual bonnet brackets there. There's a slight bit here, you can see it there, but not much at all really. So that's fine, but I know that that's in the central position, so you know, that movement will just sort of go where it wants to go. But when we come over to here on this wing, the gap is horrendously big. It is massive, that gap, too big. So I was trying to work out what is going on, because and then I remembered we actually removed this wing so we can connect the new bonnet hinges on the bottom piece there, the 2 bolts there. So I'm just sort of looking around, just doing a bit of investigation and sort of finding out what I can see. And I've took the headlight off, and up there, I don't know if you can see it, but up there, there's this bracket here, okay? That is not straight. That's too far that way. That bracket needs to come over this way, which should close that gap. Because as I connect it up, I can push it in and connect it up like that. It still needs a little bit more than that, really. And the good thing about having another Peugeot 108 here is that bracket. You can see how straight that is. That is dead straight. So, and I know that hasn't been hit or moved or anything like that. So that's in the correct position. So what I'm trying to do is compare that one to this one in places to get it lined up right. And I think what I've got to do, it's not quite enough just to move that bracket that way. It's not enough, because that's the furthest it will go. I know that because of that bolt there. Has got that might move in a little bit as well, but I think what I've got to do is I've got to move. Christ almighty, can you hear that bee? That is a big bee, look. He just flew out. That was a big one, that one. So yeah, what I've got to do, I think, is to move this, take this wing back off, undo these bolts, whip that out a little bit, just move it out a little bit to get to those bolts that's holding down that bonnet hinges on the body, and then adjust that a little bit, and then sort of just mess around with this wing and push it all in and get that closer. You know, just get that closer. I think that's in the right position, that bonnet. So I'm not gonna move this. I'm gonna move the wing and the bonnet across, and then line it back up and see how that is. I'm also gonna put the wing on this side and just make sure that the gaps are the same going down on both sides. Once I've done that, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's get set up, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let's look at what I've been doing, basically. Getting close. We're getting close now. That is quite a good gap. I've been messing around with it. This is a better gap, I've got to be honest. So I'm trying to aim for this gap on both sides. But I'm getting there. It's getting close now. So just need a little bit more playing, a little bit more moving around, sort of pushing the bonnet down, messing around, and I'm sure that gap I can get the same as the other one. I want to show you the bracket that I had to put on. So this was the wing bracket, 2 bolts there, 2 10mm bolts fixed on the wing to the bracket and then to the body. But if you remember rightly, I had to, there was welded originally, but I've used 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, going that way, and then nuts on the other side, just because I wanted to make sure that I could get the right movement, and you know what I mean, it's strong, it's holding, it's bolted. These are bolted together with a nut and a bolt going through, so you know, I'm sure it'd be fine. I don't know if I have to re-weld that or what. I'll speak to the welder to see what he says. But I think that's good enough. You know, nuts, bolts. I know it's not original was welded like the other side. Can I show you the other side? So yeah, you can see like the spot welds are here, look. So yeah, but it's doing the job, and all it is just a wing bracket to hold it in the right position where it should be. This is the right one now, so I'm hoping that the headlights are going to fit okay. I think that's going to be the next thing really, is to get the headlights in place just to see if they're in the right position. When it comes to the fixings, you've got 4 fixings per headlight. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. Carry on. Let's jump on the headlights. Let's just keep going. But I want to show you the actual paintwork as well, because on camera, like when I'm watching from my phone, it does look very slightly out, but it's not. You know what I mean? It is an absolutely bang on match. That silver, but it's strange. It's like it gives it different sort of, like even it looks different to these two here through the camera, but it's not. It's absolutely spot on the same. It looks darker here, doesn't it? And then it does here. That looks very much a lighter wing, but it's not. It's really weird. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's good. We'll see what the bumper that's going to come out like when we put that on. But for now, let's get on with the other bits and pieces that we can with this. Let's continue putting this front end back together. Yeah, it just takes time. It just takes time lining everything back up, especially when you've undone everything on the front end, both wings, the bonnet. Some cars are different to others. Some cars, you get more adjustment when it comes to moving things around. But these, you don't really get a lot of adjustment when it comes to the bonnet and the bonnet hinges. So, but yeah, I'm happy with that gap, I've got to be honest. Last time I showed you over here, that gap was quite large, but that seems to be worked really well. I've had to straighten up that bracket underneath there, just tapped it over, and then voila, it's a lot straighter. So let's get set up, let's keep going, let's do this. Right, okay. Well, guys, we are certainly getting there now. It's starting to look like a front end of a car again. I've had this in pieces for so long, but now the headlights are in place. I've done the Peugeot emblem on the actual bonnet because I've had that painted. I didn't want to, you've got to pop them out really, those badges when you're getting it painted. But yeah, headlights are back in place. 2 bulbs have gone on this one, so I had to replace the main bulb and the indicator bulb in that headlight, which again is just part of the MOT checking on these cars that I do. Gradually, as you're doing it and as you're going through repairing them, you're just doing the checks as well when it comes to the MOT part. But yeah, we are getting there slowly. Still got a little bit of messing around to do with this bonnet, but it's looking much better. It is getting there. I had to put a new bracket on that piece there, which is the wing to the bonnet, bumper wing bracket. So that's a new one there. There's a few bits and pieces left over in the car. So yeah, we've still got some trims to put on, bits and pieces, but I have run out of time today. So we're going to have to come back to this tomorrow, continue. Hopefully I can get an MOT booked tomorrow as well. And then we can run it in for an MOT and then just see how that goes as well. But for now, I'm done. I'm done. We're getting there slowly. But that's going to be the end of today's video, guys, on the little Peugeot 108 Allure. Don't forget, drop me a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next one when we hopefully 100% finish this car off in tomorrow's. So thanks for watching. Take care.